Hey everybody, Rob here in Bakersfield. Heading home from work. Welcome to this week's Throwback Thursday. Today I'm in the Ford Mustang heading home. Still can't ride the bike because of my left bicep. Still is not 100%. I'm not going to wait for it to be 100%, but it needs to be better than what it is now to ride the bike. Anyways, welcome to this week's Throwback Thursday, and let's get to the story. This week's story is the Weenie Wagger and the Skinny Dippers in the spa. Now, I was working out of Eastern Division, and this was before I had been assigned a permanent beat, so I was what they call a relief officer. And I filled in on other officers' beats on the days that they had off or were sick or whatever. So I was working the area out by Lake Mary Boulevard and Navajo Road, out by the east side of the city limits next to El Cajon, the city of El Cajon. And I get a radio call. It was late at night, second watch. I don't know, graveyard, second watch, one of them two. It was late at night. And I get the radio call. This girl closing up a restaurant had some guy bang on the window and expose himself to her. And then ran off. So I go out there to take an induced exposure report. I get there, and this is not a priority one call, so I'm not running code through or nothing. I get there, it takes a while to get there, and I go up, knock on the door, make contact with the girl and closing up the restaurant. And she tells me that she was in there wiping tables down or something, and here's banging on the window, and looks up, and here's this guy standing there naked from the waist down, playing with himself. So she threw a towel at the window and yelled at him that she was going to call the cops, and he ran off across the street in the apartment complex. So I take all her information down that I need for the report. And then I decide, after I'm all done with that, I'm going to go over to the apartment complex and see if maybe I can find some witnesses over there, maybe find the suspect, maybe get lucky, who knows. So I go over there, check around, can't find anybody in the parking lot or nothing. And the apartment complex is a gated community, and inside the courtyard is a swimming pool and a jacuzzi. Well, I see the young couple sitting over there in the jacuzzi. I can see the top of their heads. So I open the gate and I go on inside the courtyard, and I'm heading that way. We talk to them and ask them if they see anybody come in there. Well, as I'm getting closer to them, I can see that they're sharing a beer and making out, smoking, and on the concrete patio area there next to the jacuzzi is their bathing suits. So I figure, oh well, they must be in the jacuzzi naked, and sure enough they are. As I get closer, I see what they're smoking is a joint, not a cigarette. They're passing that back and forth. Well, I come walking up on them out of the dark, and they're, so engrossed in playing around with themselves, each other, and making out and stuff, smoking that pot and drinking that cold beer, and having the bubbles tickle them from the jacuzzi. They don't even notice me, so I sit there going, excuse me. Of course, the girl, she looks up and sees me, takes a big deep breath and dunks under the water real quick. The guy, he looks up, shoves the joint down in the water of the spa. And he goes, oh, and I go, of course, now I know, they're scared. I'm going to arrest them for being naked out there in the jacuzzi and smoking the dope. But I'm not really care about that. So I tell the guy, hey, look, I'm not here to arrest you. I'm, looking for some guy to come running over here into the apartment complex. They've been exposing himself to a girl over there in the commercial buildings. And about that time, his girlfriend can't hold her breath no longer, so she comes popping up out of the water and, puts her hands over her breast to cover herself up. She's gasping for air. And now she's all scared because she didn't hear what I was telling her boyfriend. So now I had to tell her, I'm not here to arrest you. I don't care you guys are sitting here in the, jacuzzi naked. I don't care if you guys are smoking dope. I don't care if you're drinking beer. I'm looking for a guy that was exposing himself to a girl over here in the commercial buildings across the street from there. So now, okay, they calm down. Because now, they know, okay, I don't care about what they're doing. And I say, well, did you see anybody come running in here and say like the last 10 minutes or so? And they go, well, yeah, they saw a guy come, through the gate, come running through. And I go, well, where'd he go? And they go, well, he went into that apartment over there. And they point out this apartment, and the lights on in that apartment. Like, okay, well, what'd the guy look like? And they give me the description, which matches the description of the guy that was across the street exposing himself to the girl in the store, which was a white male, medium build, medium height, long blondish hair, wearing a white t-shirt and shorts, which, that was pretty darn close since that's the only guy out there running around. Not like there was a whole bunch of them that looked like that and dressed like that at that time of the night out running around in t-shirts and shorts. So I, thank him for the information. I tell him, okay, well now, I'm going to go over there and knock on that guy's door. You guys might want to go on and get out of here and get back to your apartment. And they go, okay, thank you, thanks for not arresting us, but, they go, okay, well, no problem. They go, I point down at his baggie of marijuana, I go, but I am going to have to confiscate that and throw it away. I can't let you walk off with that. And he goes, okay, no problem, that's fine. I understand, I just think you're not arresting us, blah, 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 blah. So I pick up the baggie, and I get up and I shove that in my pocket, and I'm about to turn around and walk away. But just before I do, I stop and I turn back around and I go, but I just gotta let you guys know just how dangerous this is, what you're doing out here. I know that, you guys are just having a good time, it's all fun and everything like that, but just think, what would have happened if that guy would have come over here and tried to molest your girlfriend, assault your girlfriend or something? The guy goes, well, I would have hit him over the head with the beer bottle. I said, okay, well, what if he'd have been armed with a knife or a gun or something? He goes, well, I would have beat him up. I would have defended her. I go, well, okay. Even so, it's still not a good idea. It's not safe. Besides being illegal. He goes, okay, I said, all right, well, I'm going to go now. So you guys, grab your stuff and get on out of here. So I turn around and I walk off. They grab up their bathing suits and their beer and their towels and wrap the towels around and go running off down the hallway. So I go over to the apartment and I knock on the door. Don't get any answer. So I knock on the door a little bit louder. Still no answer. So then I bang on the door. I yell, San Diego police, open the door. Well, by now, I woke up the people across the hallway. The lady sticks her head out the door wanting to know what's going on. And I go, I'm trying to make contact with this guy here. Do you know if he's home or not? She She said, well, she hadn't seen him since the afternoon, so she didn't know. So I asked, well, do you know what his name is? She goes, yeah. So she gives me his name and everything. I thank her and tell her, okay, well, see you later. She wants to know, well, should she let him know that we were there looking for him? I go, no, we'll get in touch with him. I'll have the detectives talk to him. So, you know, that's pretty much it. Get my reports finished off, and I'm done for the night. A couple of days later, I go and I talk to the detective to find out what had happened on the case. He said they had done a photographic lineup using the suspect's driver's license photo that they had gotten from the DMV, but that the victim couldn't identify him. So either the photograph was not good enough quality, or she wasn't paying enough attention to what he looked like facial wise. She was focused on some other region of his body, let's say. So that was as far as the case was going to go. Wasn't much else we could do about it. So another week or so passed by, and I come around again in relief on that beat again. So I figure, well, I'm going to stop back by that guy's apartment just to let him know that, you know, I know he's the guy, even though we can't prove it and our witness can't identify him. I know he's the one, and I'm going to be keeping my eye on him. So, you know, I get some free time. I stop off at the apartment, knock on the door, no answer. Knock a little harder, still no answer. Well, the gal across the hallway opens her door again, says hi because she recognizes me, and I say hi, you know, and I ask her, you know, is so-and-so home? She goes, no. She says, funny thing is, you know, the next week after you had been here looking for him, he packed up and moved out. So, I guess he got the message. But hopefully he got scared enough that he wasn't out there weenie wagging no more, but you never know. Those type usually progress on and usually end up becoming rapists if they don't get help. Or child molesters. People seem to think that, oh, you know, that's a harmless crime. What's he doing? He's just out there, you know, showing off, you know, wagging it at a girl. Well, the thing is, that's where they start out, you know, and then they no longer become satisfied by doing just that, so then they have to do something else. So the next step is they start, you know, grabbing girls, sexually molesting them and stuff. So it's kind of like a gateway crime. Anyways, that's my story. I hope y'all liked it. Hope you found it funny. If you did, hit the like button. Come back again next week. And I will see you all later. And I hope this worked out. This is the first time I've ever tried recording in the car with the GoPro. See y'all next week.